Hello, this is Jarett Jones, and today I will be doing my final TED Talk for voice and diction class. In this voice and diction, I will go over two things that I hold dearly in my life. Servitude, meaning to serve others, try to serve others, and also gratitude, meaning to be grateful for the things that you have. In my introduction, I'll be explaining my whole life and how I was able to use those two to basically help me through my whole life. So I am a senior at Alabama A&M. I plan on graduating in May. So by the end of the summer, uh, as a kid growing up, I was able to be blessed with seven people in my household, my immediate family. I have a mother, I have a father, I have four brothers, and I have a sister. I am in between the middle of all our children. As a kid, I like to play a lot of video games. I like games like Call of Duty, GTA, 2K, Madden. I was so thankful to play them games because as a kid growing up, we had to share a game system with all my brothers, a PlayStation 2. But some kids didn't have video games, so we were fortunate enough to be able to get video games for all of us to play. I also enjoy playing hobbies like playing basketball. Having being blessed, to even play the game was very fun, challenging. I also have a podcast. I like to talk about sports, politics, etc. As a communication media major, it's kind of my job to look over these things and to know like what's going on every day. Because I am a communication media major, so I have to like research things that goes on, in my everyday life. So as a kid growing up, my parents used to make us like, you know, they used to make us do like kind of chores, you know, making sure that we're like clean, making sure that we get good habits. So like when we get a house of our own, we'll be able to learn how to clean and know what's acceptable, know what's allowed in the house, and know what's not allowed in the house. I thank my parents, for teaching me that those are principles that I hold in my everyday life. Also, my parents used to also make me like mow older people's lawn, around the whole neighborhood, because sometimes they weren't able to mow their own grass because they were elderly, and sometimes they would call people. So sometimes my mom be like, "Screw it." Before they're gonna pay for anyone else to do our grass, we have five other boys in the house. We might as well make them do it for free because of the kindness of my heart. So for that, I learned a lot of stuff. Learn others, and like I've been learning all these stuff even in my whole life. Like when I was a freshman at Alabama A&M, everyone, I think every freshman at Alabama A&M was required to do like a service. The sovereignty, it was like we're in my specific class for my freshman, not introduction class, but it's like a class for like freshmen. It's basically like an introduction class. I forgot what it's called, but we were able to like meet kids, from foster homes that they came from broken homes, and they told us like they were basically like foster children, and all these kids coming from broken homes. So as we served them, meaning we were able to mentor them, not just mentor them, but we were able to like help them clean up the home, just help them in general. They gave me an insight, and I had to learn like that. I'm very grateful. I don't come from a broken home like these kids do, so I'm grateful. Gratitude. I'm grateful to have like a lot of things in my life and things that I can learn every single day, and that had me be grateful, for what I have. Just for me to be in college is grateful because I know like some of my friends, some of them are only able to stay in college for one semester because they couldn't afford the school. So just for you being a college student, and we all know college is super expensive. Just for me being able to have that opportunity to get the education as everyone else, it's a privilege, that most people say. It's a privilege for me to ever, get them things. And that is like, those are the two aspects. Gratitude, no, I'll always be grateful. I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for the things that they, allow for me to do. And and for that, I will always forever be grateful. And my parents, don't just say you're grateful because it's Thanksgiving. Don't just say you're grateful because it's convenient. You should always be grateful. You should always try to help others. Everything you do. And thank you. This is Jarett Jones from my final TED Talk doing my introduction speech. Thank you.